Welcome back to Endless Winter. Now, today we're going to check out Teen Titans Endless Winter Special number 1. Now, here's the new Teen Titans, which consists of Beast Boy, Kid Flash, Red Arrow, Crush, Roundhouse, and their leader, Donna Troy. Now, this is going to actually be the debut of this new Teen Titans with the Titans Tower, and they're going to try to stop all these ice monsters and formulate like a plan on stopping the Frost King. We also get some development in the flashbacks with the Viking Justice League against the Frost King, and there's also a really cool cliffhanger at the end of this issue. So, if you guys are ready, let's dive into Endless Winter Part 6. We see the Frost King. He was about to get back with his family, stop all this madness he's been causing. And Hippolyta and Viking Prince were fine with that. They were actually really relieved they had to fight this monster. But that's when Black Adam came and attacked the Frost King, and he reunited this whole big battle, right? Now we see the Frost King. He says, treachery. He attacks the Viking Justice League. You're a crack. Now Hippolyta says, what have you done, Adam? And Black Adam responds, do you want to cuddle this beast or destroy him? He sends lightning at the Frost King, Yarakum! And the Viking Prince says, what's going on? And that's when the Frost King shouts, enough! And he blasts the Viking Justice League back. Now, that's when we see the Frost King's family surrounded by monsters, ice monsters. And the mother says, come here, don't look. She pulls her children in close. Now Hippolyta says, no, we have to save them. Now Black Adam looks back and says to Hippolyta, Amazon, to me, we can end this. We can end him. Now Hippolyta looks at the family and abandons them. Now it's the family. We see a crack in the ice below them. The mother says, close your eyes, baby. Now, the ice cracks, you have a big crack, and the family falls into the ice. Now, that's when Hippolyta says, the glacier, and the Frost King looks back as his family falls into the abyss. He screams, my wife, my child, you take my world from me. I'll take your world from you. He goes to attack the Viking Justice League. Now, we shift to the Titans Tower, Manhattan's East River, present day. Now, Crush says, stop it. I just can't take this anymore. I don't care what we did. This is cruel and unusual. Now, Roundhouse responds, you're half Khazarian, Crush. Cruel and unusual, oughta go down easy. Now, we see Red Arrow. She's doing all these dishes, right? And she says, seriously, Kid Flash, stop complaining. Now, Wallace says, but what kind of train is this, Red Arrow? Real heroes like Cyborg and Starfire are out there taking the fight to the enemy, and we're running a glorified daycare. Now, that's what Miko says. We're helping people who have no other place to go. If this is our penance for the last few months, so be it. Now, that's when the chef says, we're going to need more dishes soon, Red Arrow. We have more people coming in. Now, Amiko says, sorry, Miss Wu, I'm going as fast as I can. Now, we see Kid Flash, he runs around and does all the dishes. Now, Amiko smiles, and the chores are done. Now, Crush looks at the doorway and says, our babysitters are back. Roundhouse says, don't be like that, Crush. Donna Troy and Beast Boy think we're worth their time, even with everything that's going on. You have to admit, that's pretty cool. Donna Troy and Beast Boy walk through the doorway, and Donna Troy says, food, medical supplies, and maybe some toys for good little girls and boys. Now, Beast Boy says, after being out in that storm, this little Beast Boy needs to eat. Now, we see Brooklyn Bridge, and we see Donna Troy leading the Teen Titans. She says, Titans, together. One way or another, we need to get these things away from the bridge. She slashes at this ice monster. You hear a crack, and then you hear a scream. Now, Crush throws her chains at these ice monsters. She says, they go in pieces. Now, Kid Flash says, this is more like it. He speeds through all these ice monsters, taking them out. Now, Roundhouse just lands on them, causes a kaboom, and he says, well, they definitely don't like the heat. Now, that's when Miko, she shoots arrows, you hear boom, 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 and she starts to ignite all these ice monsters. Now, Beast Boy turns into a big gorilla and starts to just pound on these ice monsters. He says, everyone's gonna do fine, just keep it up. Now, Dawn Troy points at this ice ball. She says, something there keeps attracting these things. Make sure they don't get to whatever it is. Now, Kid Flash punches into this ice monster and says, already doing it. This is what they are interested in? What is it? Now, Crush says, ice, but seems different than they are, and it's just sitting there. Now, Donna says, Gar, get topside and confirm there's not another wave coming. Roundhouse, can you give us some heat? Now, Beast Boy turns into a bird and flies up. Now, Roundhouse says, sure thing. Donna says, how is that possible? And Kid Flash looks at this woman who's inside this ice ball and he says, I understand. Who is she? And Donna says, careful, Roundhouse. Roundhouse goes up to the woman and says, hello, are you okay? You can wake up. We're here to help you. Now the woman wakes up and says, no, leave me alone. She tries to shoot ice at all the Teen Titans. Beast Boy says, look out. Kid Flash covers Donna Troy and says, easy, she's not attacking us. She's attacking that. So you see a huge ice monster. Roundhouse says, I think I just peed a little. And Crush says, they keep getting bigger. Now, the woman's on the ground. Now, Red Arrow gets her arrows. She starts to shoot at them. Now, Roundhouse goes flying into the ice monster. Yeah, clunk. Now, Crush, she picks up this LexCorp big truck, right? And she says, abandoned, but useful. She throws it into the ice monster. Yeah, splack. Now, Red Arrow says, wouldn't do a miss with my last thermite arrow. She shoots this fire arrow at the ice monster. Yeah, boom! It destroys the big ice monster. Kid Flash grabs the girl in time to save her. Kid Flash says, I'll get Sleeping Beauty clear. Now, Dawn Troy says, real teamwork. I'm impressed. The Teen Titans did good. Now, we go back to the Titans Tower, and this woman introduces herself. My name is Summer Zahid. I live in Brooklyn with my mother. 3 days ago, she went to visit my grandparents on Long Island and got stranded by the blizzard. So I've been on my own. I started having headaches and hearing voices in the wind. I thought I was going mad, and then I just woke up in the streets with those things around me. I was lost in the blizzard. Everything was white. But I follow Roundhouse on social media, and I remember him calling Titans Tower a safe place. Now, Roundhouse smiles and says, wait, what? Really? And the woman continues to say, I tried to get across the bridge to make my way here, but the whole way I could feel something building inside of me like a scream I had to let out. Everything between that and waking up here with all you is a blank. That's not the scary part. This is what's happening to me. She shows her powers. Now, Donna says, you'll be okay, Summer. We can help you. Now we hear a boom, and we see Cyborg and Starfire and the Flash come through. Now Donna says, Vic, Corey, and the Flash. And now Cyborg says, thought we should boom in and check on you guys. Flash says, I hitched a ride to see how Wallace is doing. Wallace says, why would I need somebody checking up on me? And Donna says, he's doing a great job, a real asset to the team. Now, Barry says, that's great to hear. I heard the Titans will come back together to form a new school. This is one of your students? They go up to Summer. Now, Summer says, no, I'm just Summer. Now, Barry says, we've been fighting this thing all over the world. The Justice League was there in the Arctic when the Frost King was unleashed. All this, the storms, the ice creatures, is doing. It's like a nightmare fairy tale, but we don't know why it's happening, and we don't know where the Frost King is now. Now, Donna says, fairy tale is about right. I haven't thought about it in years, but what's going on is a lot like a bedtime story that Quetzalcoatl used to tell me. Now, Donna explains this whole story about this King of the Winter and how he caused this big blizzard across the world. Now, it's a sad story because the King of Winter lost his family. Now, Starfire says, this was just a made-up story, Donna? And Donna says, I always thought that, Corey, but... And Flash says, all I ever got was Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph. But this is definitely a weird coincidence. Probably nothing, but I feel like I should at least talk to Hippolyta. Donna, can you help me get to Themyscira? Donna says to Cyborg, a man showing up unannounced and unaccompanied is not a great idea. Vic, you're the guy with the boom tube. How about seeing us there? Now we go at Themyscira. We see all these Amazons with Hippolyta leading them. They're fighting off against this ice horde. Now, That's when we see a boom, and Flash and Donna Troy come through. Now, the Amazons put their spears to the heroes, but Donna says, "Peace, sisters," and Flash, gritting his teeth, and he's scared, says, "Queen Hippolyta, we really need to talk. Please don't kill me." And that's how we end Endless Winter Part 6. So yeah guys, that was Teen Titans Endless Winter Special number 1. Now the writing by Ron Mars and Andy Lanning was okay in this issue. It was kind of boring at times. Like the pacing was very slow and it just didn't really feel that important, alright? It felt very filler for this event. Like summer does not really affect the actual storyline that much, but I do like seeing the new Teen Titans in action. Like that is great. But I feel like that's the only thing that's really helping the storyline in this issue. And now the ending with the Hippolyta, that's interesting, but it's the ending of the issue. It doesn't really help the issue itself. Like that's something that promises some cool like interactions in the next part of this event. Now the flashback sequence at the beginning of the issue didn't really give us that much. It just showed the fallout of Black Adam's decision and how Frost King's family got in trouble, right? Or supposedly died by falling into the glacier, which that also promises some cool things next issue, but for here, it felt very quick for an opening scene. It didn't really give us nothing new. Now guys, the artwork by Jesus Marino, it's not that great. It's probably the weakest artwork I've seen in this event because it's just very rushed at times and the facial expressions aren't that good. It sometimes fits with the winter atmosphere, but most of the time, I'm just not really feeling it. I don't really like it. So yeah guys, this issue overall, the artwork, the writing was not great, but I feel like it's just helped out a little bit by the debut of this new Teen Titans. That's about it. So that's why I'm gonna give this issue a 6 out of 10. It kind of misses the mark for me. But guys, next issue, Justice League Dark number 29, which will be Endless Winter Part 7. Hopefully this event will go more in cooler directions as we get to like the finish line of this event. I hope it gets better guys, because so far this event has been like decent at best. Like the best issue was Aquaman number 66. Which that really wasn't because of the Endless Winter events. It was because how cool Aquaman, Mera, and the Fire Trolls were. So the actual event itself, not that great. But yeah guys, you tell me your thoughts on this issue down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What did you think about the debut of this new Teen Titans? And yeah guys, if you liked the video, give a big thumbs up. New to the channel, make sure to subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next Endless Winter video. And yeah guys, thanks for watching. And peace out.